Let's work with Spirit in the round pen.
I started out by doing a little bit of Liberty work. If you watch my channel, you probably know that Spirit is fairly new to Liberty. However, she's catching on really quickly and seems to really be enjoying it. I really like starting out a session with Liberty work because I feel like it really helps me and my horse to connect and get ready for the rest of our session. I then started to work Spirit on the lead, and she's really making improvements on the lead, getting so much softer and so much more willing, except when we go to the left, we are still working through some challenges of Spirit being a little bit unwilling. The biggest thing is I have to make sure that I am being understanding and fair towards Spirit. We all have a dominant side and a good side, and clearly the left is not Spirit's strong side, and that's okay. She has really strong opinions to whether she wants to go to the left or not, so I kind of have to work with her on that and say, hey, if you give me 3 nice strides to the left, I'll let you turn in and release and reward you. When saddling Spirit, usually she likes to walk away a little bit when you go to throw the saddle on. Now, today I decide just to throw the lead rope over her neck and not bother tying her, and she did really well. So you can see here, watch really closely, when I grab that saddle and when I walk up to her, you can see how she thinks about backing up. As soon as I saw that and I saw that she decided to not back up, I released. I kind of took the saddle away, I gave her a treat, and I rubbed her, and I gave her a minute before continuing to throw the saddle on. Moments like these are where our horses are speaking to us, and we need to acknowledge them and listen to them. Since we've owned Spirit, she has never been a cinchy mare. She has never even pinned her ears or anything at you while you're cinching her up. Until during this summer, all of a sudden Spirit developed a habit where as soon as you would touch her in her girth area or even try to cinch her up, she would pin her ears and get really upset. She bit me in the arm pretty good, and that was kind of the sign to where she was really not happy with being cinched up. Today I made sure to really be aware and really watch her body language and make sure that she was okay with being cinched up. 2 weeks ago, we had our incredible equine body worker come out and do some body work on Spirit. We were told that her rib cage was slightly out of line and shifted. I have not ridden Spirit with a saddle since that body work session, and I noticed a huge difference. Here, I did cinch it up a bit too tight. That was fully my fault, and so I apologized to her. I gave her some pats and a carrot and reassured her that it was all okay. I continued to cinch her up a little bit, and here she told me once again that it was a bit too tight, so I loosened it off and I decided that I was going to leave it at that hole for now. This just goes to show you that there was a reason why Spirit was being so sensitive to you even touching her on her belly, and when you would cinch her up, how she would react so badly. This just goes to show you that there was a reason, and that reason was because her rib cage was slightly out of line. And it was probably quite uncomfortable to have a cinch done up on that out of line rib cage, and it probably caused her a bit of pain. After allowing her to move out on a circle and kind of just feel the saddle, I tightened up my cinch a couple more holes and was just making sure to do it a little bit, give her some pats, do it a little bit, and just be really understanding to her and make sure that she was doing okay with it. I warmed up her bit in my hands because it was quite cold, and then I went ahead and offered her bit. Now, this is something that I like to do, and it has made Missy so soft and willing to take her bit, is where I just offer the bit to them and it's their choice if they want to take it or not. Now here, Spirit didn't want to take it, so I took the bit away and then I offered it back to her, and she just opened her mouth and wanted to take it on her own. This is giving your horse a choice to say yes or no and allowing them to feel like they have their own opinion. I find that when you allow your horse to have a choice to say yes or no, they usually choose to say yes, but they just like to have that feeling that they are allowed to say no. Now, sometimes they do say no, and that's okay because there might be a deeper reason as to why your horse is saying no. Remember, make your horse a fair offer because they are your partner in what you are doing. Lately, I've been working a lot on Spirit coming up to the mounting block and standing for me. Now, today she was a little bit anxious, I'm assuming because she had a saddle and a bridle on and she probably felt the vibe that she was going to be ridden, so she was a little bit anxious and wasn't quite sure what to do. She was really trying her best, and that is something that is so special to see in her, that she is getting to be so willing and she's wanting to impress and do the right thing all the time. I really wanted to take my time and really show her that this is exactly what I wanted and that she was doing such a great job. Spirit was yawning a lot and she was just so relaxed overall, and this was a really nice thing to see. When I put my foot in the stirrup, she kind of moved away and got a little bit antsy, and I'm not the type of person to just quickly jump on her and rush off, because I want her to be able to stand calm and quietly for me to get on, because the type of horse that you have on the ground and at the mounting block is the type of horse that you're gonna have once you're on them. And it's also just not a very good habit to have your horse rush away. It's really good to have them standing good and still at the mounting block. It makes my heart so happy to see how soft and willing she is becoming and how she just wants to do the right thing. I was so happy with how well Spirit did once I got on her. She stood so well, and this is such a big thing for her, is she does not usually stand this well. I just want to say that if you are new to my channel, this is not the first time Spirit has been ridden. Spirit has been ridden for the past year consistently out on the trail. I've just recently been restarting Spirit with her groundwork, doing some liberty work, and working on a couple things under saddle that could be better. And I am so happy that I have decided to do this because it has helped her with so many things. I realized that my stirrups felt a little bit short, and that was probably because I rode in a different pair of boots last time, so I had to change those, and because I could not do them up in the saddle, I had to get off to do them. I've found that it works best with Spirit if I do short and sweet sessions with her, meaning that each time we work together, our goal is to get 0.1% better each time. If my sessions with Spirit are too long, I find that she gets really frustrated, and it just makes both of us frustrated, and then we don't get anywhere. Getting 0.1% better with your horse each session will go a long way. That 0.1% better does not have to be something gigantic. All it can be is something little that you notice, where your horse maybe takes an extra step that is really good, a softer step, or they do a nicer maneuver. It doesn't have to be something big, it just has to be something that is 0.1% better than last time. Sometimes you might reach over your goal of 0.1% better, like Spirit and I did today, and that's really great. But setting the goal and the mindset of 0.1% better is really nice because it's not something huge you have to ask out of your horse. It's just something little, and it's pretty easy for them to accomplish, which makes your sessions better and better each time. thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed and learned something. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!